What's going on, everybody? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Can we actually copy this? Hopefully no lag today. Hopefully no frame drops, man. Hopefully no frame droppers. Yeah, that's fine. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, liquidations. Let's go, let's go. Wait, this is actually... Man, can we get the fuck out of here, man? Can you get the fuck out of here? What are we printing? Here. No print. No print, no print, man. Ashton, Reef, can you check if I have frame drops? Should be good, but you never know. Should be good, huh? But yeah, what's going on? Press space in your face. Where is heat map? Okay. That's weird. That's weird! Have a good stream, you're the best. Thank you so much, Whiplash. I love you, my man. Why don't we see anything? Where is everything? It feels like I don't have any... I'm responding with emails now. I'm responding with email now. Is my volume down or something? What is going on? Connecting to the server. Sure, brother. Sure, you can. Token Wolves, what's going on? Token... Ah, here's the heat map. I was thinking, what was going on here? So I'm actually having this, you see this space here. And I connected the stats and everything. I'm basically like sampling the liquidations for all time frames. And we're gonna try to draw them here. But it's like it's an experiment. It's a concept. It's a concept. You know what I mean? Hey. Sometimes you need to do a concept. If the stream is lagging, let me know. I hope not. Because then we need to, yeah. You know what I mean? There's one more problem. And that's actually... I have the feeling I have no... fast stream up. Like the fast thingy. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. So we do this. So basically what I need to do the same thing. I think we have a problem. Study widget. It's a study widget. I don't know if it's the correct name. Probably not. I'm gonna do something like this. By the way, guys, if you want to know, if you want to learn in depth how this is built, check the link in the description. Thank you so much for supporting me. You're the best. Candle says, I'm gonna copy this thing, I'm gonna paste that in. I'm gonna say if widget series len candle stat series. I cannot see because everything is out of the screen. Let's fix that. W series candle series W series back Unix. Then we do this. Is that correct? Push back. We don't need this. Candle last unit. Repaint event. Okay. Okay, please. Render me some stuff. Look at this. Nice. I fucked it up, huh? This is weird. What's going on with this map? Color table. It's because we didn't save it, probably. I have no clue what's going on here. Press space. Press space. Again. Thing is, this is way too dense. It's fine. So what the hell's going on with the thingies? I don't see anything. Francesco Gomez, what's up? Viat, hello. What's going on, brothers? Welcome. Actually, if we don't render something here. Println. Status. Okay, we get good status. Why is this 2? This is not correct. This is not correct, brothers. Hey, call me Yukut, what's going on, my man? Big kiss from the little miss. These stats coming in, they are chunked out. It's like we have fucking cool, man. Wait. You see? That's what we need. These are the trade counters, buy, sell. And we're gonna see some liquidations here. Wait, but you can see what's going on. So we have Unix 50, 50, 50. And then we have... This is actually perfect. What's going on, Pablo? This is perfect. Like 52, 52, 52. 53, reset. Boom, boom, boom. 53, 53. Trades, 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 trades. Oh yeah, let's go. Boom. 54, reset. True. Hey! Wait a minute. I got the best idea. Suddenly an idea pops up in my mind. Because we sent that over the wire, we can do... series line is null, stat Unix back. Okay. Okay. It's pushing the... Something is going on, and I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say this. Okay, cool. That's it. We need to fix this. It's rendering this price line in Ouagadougou, man. In Ouagadougou. Dougou Waga. Dougou Waga. Of course, if there is no liquidations, we can sit here for a very long time. You know what I mean? We can sit here for a very long time. Seeing you live streaming always brings a smile to my face, Lucifer! Man! If you say something like that, you know I'm getting a little bit aroused. VPVR is also not working, not implemented yet. Well, it's implemented, but you know, it's the visible range. So it should change here. Okay, so where are my fucking liquidations, huh? There are none. Or I coded it completely bad, could also be. We could also draw these trade counters, but that's like, meh. Should draw it here. It's like, but you can see how slow it is. I mean, if you were here like an hour ago, it was like New York open. Volume back, but now it's like, meh. What are we doing then? What are we doing here then? Yeah, there are one. Yes! Okay, but that's like... This is the full width, brother. The full length. What are you doing here? We got a liquidation here. Liquidated direct. But the size is fine, right? It's like... This is nothing. But we got one. Live on trade. But they should print like this. This was a sell liquidation. Is that correct? Is buy. False. So why is it green then, huh? Is this using Raylib? No. Not using Raylib anymore. Yes! Ah, look at this cute. Again. Makes sense. Makes sense. Looks good. Isn't the force of the stream only giving you 1 lick per second max? No, you can see. Here are the liquidations. Wait, this is the same. I'm a little bit confused. And why is the music stop playing? Huh? I'm getting... Wait, something is going on with these liquidations. Why is it rendering me like... Holy shit. So many. Of the same. Maybe... who's telling us? You see now the other ones are normalized, yeah? We don't check the visible range. That's a problem we need to do. There's space for the cell. How do you structure your code? Database applications which have multiple types of users, for example, a job board which many seekers, companies, and admins. Cool, man. Okay. That's kind of working, right? Let me actually copy a screenshot real quick. Actually, how do I do that? Alt feed. All right, GG. Okay, good. The problem is, they actually work already. That's good news. Have you seen the Godal terminal? No. What's that? Godal terminal. Welcome, professional web-based financial terminal. Comprehensive financial investment data. We don't use the mouse in finance. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. Mate! Yeah, but... I don't know. I don't know about the dragging, brother. I don't know about the frame rate. Ooh. Come down with me. Hey, there's a wasm hier. How do I do this here, actually? More tools. More tools. Hey! Rendering. GG. Paint flashing. Okay. I can live with that. Frame rendering stats. Oi, 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 oi. Look at that. Okay. It still feels heavy. I don't know why. Why is this mucked out? Account required. This is cool. Look at that. Motherfuckers. Okay. I like that. I like this thing. I need to do the same thing where you have these right, this is just like a select field. How do they do that? But here's charts. They made it themselves. Why can I not scroll this? Okay, this is lost. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Okay, I like it. The thing is, how can I render more charts? Huh? That's exactly the layout that I want to do. That's the web, right? I mean, once you have... Epileptical seizures, frame rate running stats. But this is weird, man. This frame rate thingy. Now we are focused. Now we are focused. Look at that. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah. It's choking. Everybody's joking. But it is what it is. A cool product. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Cool product. I swear to God. Okay, now we need to do some jobs, right? So why don't we see actually? Well, we're gonna do the same thing, right? I mean, if we do... Wait, I don't have Bible to set. We do the same thing, right? You know what I mean? It's just like... all these books and things. I think I need a counter for this. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. That's a cool product, not gonna lie. Is this desktop app better than Golang? Yes, completely. We can even do like this, right? So now we have running it. Now we are running this. So let me actually open up this one. Make wasm s. And now I can do this, and I do this. Local hosts. 80, 81. Oh, we have a web version as well. Holy shit, Terinos. Look at that. And I have this running. And this. You see? It's like, who made this? Who is this maniac? You know what I mean? The thing is that the heat map is not performant on the web, and that's because, yeah. Well, it's actually it's okay, but this is like a shit ton of blocks. Now it's gonna lag out for sure. You see, when I drag, well, lag out it's like 100 frames, but still, you feel that it's not. Actually, maybe I should basically just release it on the web. What do you think about that? Or both? I mean. Why Wasm has not become mainstream? Because people are idiots. That's why. Because people are a little bit idiot. This is gonna be fine, actually. There's a lot of text being rendered now. And liquidation! Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. The thing is that a desktop is like... It's way more performant. Wasm is less performant because it's Wasm, and then you have Golang and garbage collector on Wasm, and you cannot do... Maybe if I use a shader for these things, it could actually work decently. But it feels good. That's the thing. So this is going to be a new product and company for a client. I don't know. I'm just building this in my free time. Some people build like URL shorteners or Netflix or Netflix clones or something. You know, I built tools. Yeah. Have you ever used Rust? Yes. Throw that language away. It's garbage. It's complete garbage. It's the worst language that has ever been invented. The worst language. There is no language way worse than Rust. It's completely garbage. Use Zig or Odin or something like that. But please stay away from Rust. It unteaches you programming. It unteaches you it. Right? I don't think it's not that bad. I don't think this build is not that bad. Maybe I can actually... I don't think it's not that bad. And I can do a lot of optimizations. I did a lot of optimizations as well already on the web build. Because, for example... but yeah, of course, desktop is running like 20 million times smoother. You know what I mean? Because you can zoom it completely out. This is like insane amount of... and you can see it, right? It's also here doing the same thing. I can make an LOD system or something. Anyway. Okay, guys. So, what are we doing here? But I've been liking Go for now. Stick with what you like. You can learn Rust, but it's bad. Okay. Enough. Enough. I need to do a lot of things because like I cannot drag here. Could you give us a rundown on how to use and set up VS Code? You install it and then you click new file and then you're done, you know? I mean... okay, I'm thinking here what I'm gonna do with this panel. Because if I open up another chart, you can see what the problem is because we have a fixed width. Right, you see that? This is going to be the fixed width. Fixed height, I mean. I can fix that. I can fix that. But what if we want to run these liquidations in another widget? Should I think about this now or what do I need to do? You guys want to see me coding, huh? Instead of doing this think. Sometimes I'm sitting and I'm doing like a little bit of a thinking arc. Now, like I said, if you wanna, like, I'm selling this whole code base, right? And people say, yeah, but it's like, people think it's strange. It's not strange. Why is it strange? You buying like a beginner's course, that's strange. You buying a Netflix clone, that's fucking strange from all these fucking idiots. That's strange. That's what I think is strange. Or you buying a book. That's what I think is strange. Best programming practices with a stupid scuffed animal on the front. And then they're gonna read. Then they're gonna read and they're gonna think they're gonna be a better programmer. You're still gonna be a noob after reading the book. You're gonna be more confused. That's what's gonna happen. I'm interested in coding trade bots. Well, you can code your trade bot in here. If we have the WASM server-side scripting, which basically my best friends of Trading Light were building, but they decided to not build it anymore. So I'm gonna build it right now. Okay. Back to work. Let's build layouts. Because I need to think about this shit. What do you think? Whip, always good. So you should make it resizable like a widget in TradingView and still had it use shared x-axis. Dirkhuis, you should make it a resizable like a widget. Yeah. That's exactly what's gonna happen. But the thing is that I call it Studio Widget. I don't know. It's not the correct name. But I also need to undock it. That's the thing. Let me show you what I mean by this. So what I want is you have your chart, right? And then you can actually have this click, and you add your indicator or whatever, right? You could use it as an overlay. This is your candlesticks, whatever thing, right? Then you can have an indicator as an overlay. If you have on the same price, if they share the same price, makes sense, right? If you have like a moving average, they share the same price range. But things like trade counters and other counters and liquidation sizes and everything, you cannot really plot as an overlay because this time scale is not, they don't have the same unified value. I cannot express myself, but you're gonna understand. So that's why you pop up this comes up and you render in here. And this has its own price scale, but they share the same time scale. So I needed to do some refactor to make that work. Because guys, building these charts is the most complex thing I ever did in my life. Because it's like... But then there should be like a window where you click this and then it pops up. Because it should work as a separate panel. And then you can drag the panel. Drag. And then you're here. You have the panel here. Right? Liquidations or whatever fucking thing you're rendering. But then this has its this scale, which makes sense. Its scale. But it also needs a time scale, right? And not this one, because this one is from the chart. So this goes away, and now it's here. So and then you have a lot of functions that are basically tied to the chart component, like get bar index, but it doesn't make any sense because this widget also needs bar index. So I need a lot of refactoring. I need to make these bar index or get price, get the position at certain level on the price axis. So I need to basically extract these functions out, put it in the price scale widget, extract the other functions out, put it in the time scale widget, So these widgets can be reused in other widgets so that they basically work. Does it make sense? Probably not, because I'd even not understand it myself. It's a rough concept, you know. Real customers connecting these markets, no criticism. I'm just asking since most I've seen C++, yes. But is this outside the educational factor acceptable for real customers connecting? But it depends, right? I mean, I'm still actually so fucking flabbergasted with programmers that do not understand the programming speed bottlenecks. And that the bottleneck is well, you're never gonna use Go if you're a high frequency trading firm or something. You're never gonna use Go, right? It doesn't make any fucking sense. But high frequency trading is completely different than other algorithms like market making and all that stuff. It's nothing to do with high frequency, right? It has to do with a lot of other things. And if you think that if you write C++ or Rust, you guys should actually stop watching Twitter and all these other fucking idiots there, because it's full of them with a lot more subscribers than I have. A message that comes in over the network and it gets processed by any language and the message goes out, you have delay, you have MS here and you have MS here, and you think that your language is important because you're gonna basically do 0.00 nanoseconds. You're gonna have like a couple of nanoseconds faster. That's the difference between C++, C, Rust, and Golang, or whatever. It's a nanosecond per message. That doesn't make any fucking sense. If you think that a nanosecond is going to make you rich or poorer, you're a complete idiot, right? That makes sense. I hope you understand that. Look at the benchmark, like Go, Go versus Rust. Or even programming benchmarks. Programming benchmarks. Let's take that. It's aside from Versal, made non-Versal. I want to see what can we pick here? What the fuck is a FASTA? A nobody. LRU. What does that mean? Current benchmark data was generated. WASM. But this is a weird thing, I mean. That makes no sense. This is not the correct thing. Anyway, just look at some decent benchmarks that show them side by side. That basically you can. It's actually very little, these languages, right? It's very, very little. Of course, if you're a professional firm with billions of dollars, you're gonna use and you're gonna do high frequency, you're gonna use decent stuff, right? C++ or Java or something. But for the majority, the gross of the user base, it doesn't really matter. You could write it in Python and you're gonna be good. And HFT doesn't make any sense because HFT has nothing to do with the language. It has to do with, here is my exchange, right? Exchange. I don't understand why people do not know this. I mean, who are you fucking, where are you, your information is coming from? This exchange is in China. China. Data center 002 C19. COVID-19. Here. Is located in here. Right? If you are a high frequency trader and your server is hosted in US 1, You're already done. You can have the best engineer. You can have a programming language 10 times as fast as C. It's over. It's game over. You can shut your books down and cry. Go back to McDonald's, right? Because here you have C, and here is a guy in pure JavaScript code, and he's legit in the same data center, maybe at the same fucking rack as this exchange. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. He can even write this in what is it, in Visual fucking Basic, right? Because by the time you are here, you are already at 150 to 200 ms. Good luck. You need to understand that. People are so focused, and that's all the fault of Primogen and all these other fucking people. They are brainwashing everybody about languages, and then you have this other idiot. Oh my goodness, man. And I need to solve it all. People coming are confused, crying. Oh, I don't know what I need to do with language. Today it's Rust, tomorrow it's Zig, and then it's Go, and then it's back to TypeScript. Fuck, man! In what kind of world do we live? Anyway. You gotta host your stuff in Singapore for these Chinese exchanges. I don't know where they... You need to host them as close as possible. That's the thing. They also use ASICs. There's I mean, these HFTs is completely other thing, right? That's not the business we building, huh? That's not the business we building. It's all about money as well, because your return is very, very, very low. So the more money you put in, the more return. It's all about speed and money, right? Your 50k or even 100k are not gonna do it, right? You need to put a shit ton of volume in it to make it work. Going on? What am I deleting here? Actually wondering why is a scandal in the chart. Do we want to actually have it like this? Or maybe we want to have something like... let me open up another chart here. Ah, it's going to be annoying. Yeah, it's going to be super annoying. Maybe we want to have something like this, where instead of an empty field, we render this widget like here. So we can undock it and then exchange charts. What do you think? Press space. That's the best time for trading, but doesn't really matter. Pick one. But I'm gonna fix this because I cannot. I don't really know what to do with this thing yet. So I need to think about that. But this annoys me. This price line. I'm gonna fix that real quick. Price line. Which UI library are you using? None. A better UI. A button UI. This one. But it's like, if you think, I always say none to people because don't use it actually, because if you're gonna use it, you're gonna be so frustrated and nothing is going to look like what I have. It's not gonna happen. Because the way it's a headless UI. That basically means it does not render anything. Well, it does not render these things like I render them. It gives you locations. That's what it just gives you. Hey, this is a rectangle. And now I want to have a rectangle inside of this rectangle and make sure it's a grid. And then it will make sure it's positioned and all that stuff. But all the rest you need to do yourself. Like setting the backgrounds, hovers and all that stuff. So it's not like it's a ChatCN framework or something. You're going to be very frustrated and you're probably going to quit in the first 10 minutes. So I would not recommend. How are you drawing a window? I'm not going to cover that, guys. You can buy the code. It's $400. What is this? Price line. Y label. This is the thing. Get price scheme Y. If Y is bigger than what is going on here? Is bigger than rect max Y. Can we just do, it's gonna be, where's this? Float 32. Return maybe? That works for the first time. It was actually simple, but still. Okay, but it's still gonna render on top. Look at this. You see? The bastard. The little bastard. Press space to center. Yeah, fine. Okay. Actually, that is gonna be simple, right? If Y is this, or Y is basically smaller than floats 32, rect dot min Y. Actually, look at that, how simple it is. Oh, yes, now we have another liquidation. Yeah, finally. We always saw green. This is a ask lick. Again. Now the liquidation's coming in at real time. Is it ever gonna happen that these liquidations are gonna come at the same time? That's impossible, right? You cannot liquidate longs or you cannot liquidate shorts at the same fucking time. I mean, it could be, right? If you have like if you have like an insane price drop. Like an insane spike and then it drops. That would be crazy. Another one. The normalization is bad. Look. Or this was just a very big one. Let me see. True. Whoa, this was like 8 BTC. There's like way more being liquidated the past two days, right? But still, it's on the second, huh? You need to understand, guys, that people that have questions, concerns, don't be concerned. Pick any language that you like. That's fine. Why? Even like these game engines like Unity or Unreal, you can program in scripting languages, you know? What do you think happens with these scripting languages? What do you think happens? Do you think it's magic that programming in C# or There are Minecraft run on billion devices in Java, which is garbage collected. It's the GVM, it's optimized, but still, it's not C and it's not Rust and it's not Zig. And still, millions of people played on that. Do you think Minecraft is gonna be was a better game back then if it was written in C or C++? Do you think it was better? Probably. Probably he never finished the game if it was in C or C++. And Minecraft would never exist. Understand this. Only smart people will understand what I mean by this. Is that if I would try this in Rust or in Zig, I maybe never finished this. Or never been at this progression. And was completely lost my interest in this project. And would it be a better product? Would it run faster than the max cap of my monitor? VSync on is 144. Do you think it's gonna run faster? Do we need to run faster? I don't know, man. Why? It's like... It's crazy that people are basically like... think that speed at this point in time is a problem in 2025. With so much power and our capacity. Okay, works here. Works here. Fine. Don't forget Roller Coaster Tycoon in assembly. Yeah, but that's insane. The 1 minute is not gonna work. Oh shit, man, why am I zoomed out? These are minutes saved from my database. Sampled. Saved and sampled. Yeah. Couple days from yesterday, and of course I'm gonna miss some data because if my server is down, it's not gonna. Okay. That's been fixed. Where is the auto button? I know I needed to delete the auto button, but I'm gonna bring it back. Actually, to be honest, maybe we can bring it back. But the thing is, the auto button needs to have another place because because this foo thingy is now somewhere. Where is foo, man? That's why you call things foo, because then you can search. Foo is in here, so if I don't have foo in there... Now we have a normal chart, like there was before, right? And the auto button is gone here. The auto button should be another row below. In my opinion. I think we're rendering this text still here. Look at this. Such a big blocks. I needed to change the auto button because otherwise we can't put foo. in here, I think. Yeah, you see? Of course, it needs to be a timescale as well. So the auto button can be in here. But that means that if you press space, you have the auto button. You see, Dirk Huis is coming up with some very, very, very good feedback, and that's what I like. Why don't you... yes, and look for... yeah. And it only shows up on the price scale when you hover it. Oh! Somebody got a liquidations. Yeah, now the other bit I need to turn it off because otherwise I can't. But the problem is that in my mind I still have the concept of widgets. And this liquidation, which correlates to the same chart, should be a widget as well, so you can actually drag it. But I mean, look at that, how good it's actually. I mean, it's actually not bad, I'm gonna lie. Now we have VTC and eat next to each other. They press space to automate them both. Oh, but this is the 1 second. It's like, I mean, it's just the 1 second and the depth of the heat map is just doesn't fit, right? Are you gonna add lines? I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Depends. Because the focus on this is gonna be scripts and auto and bots and all that stuff, like to draw things on the screen and also a liquidation for Ethereum. This really looks amazing. Will you process buy-sell transactions as well? No, not yet. I'm still thinking about what I need to do with these stupid widgets here. Because this needs to basically be resized, but how is that gonna work? James Dean, Anthony, you're the best of everything. Thanks, buddy. Solana. What's going on? The price group of Solana sucks. Look. What is this depth? I need to fix this. Look at that. Jesus. It's bad. The thing is that now we have... What the hell is this? Oh yeah, we don't... I need to fix that. Look. Renders off screen, huh? But this is basically just... This panel here with this liquidation is just actually a test. The thing is, if we open up so many charts in WASM, that ain't gonna look too good. I don't think people are gonna do TA in second charts. No, but you have like dailies as well. But TA, I mean, TA is on TradingView, you know. Are you still using cocaine? Yes. Every day, at least 2 grams. Puntje nakkie voor de sfeer. Sleutelrukken neus zeer. No, I don't do drugs, man. I just have a disease as a thing. But I could actually add something like... what is this time scale? There's a small container, I can actually copy this. Paste it in here. Full bar. Widget helps. We don't actually care about these things. So that's gonna actually render like a bar below. No. Wait, that's not correct. That needs to be... There it goes. Actually, to be honest, we don't need this. We're gonna min size in here as well. That should be stretched, and this is gonna be, I don't know. Let's say it's gonna be 50 or something. Position. There's no grids. It's gonna be... I don't know. Okay, you see now we have this bar, right? And below this bar is actually way too high. And you could make it like just the same thing. Like now it's red, but you can make it... Let's make it green for now. And we can do the auto stuff in here. And that's gonna be taken away with the chart, right? How does TradingView does this? What about overlaying charts? You can. That's possible because it's this works with layers. So that works. The thing is, the problem is the price scale. How can you overlay? How can you you mean overlaying like different tickers? Because that's a problem, right? Because you have the price scale that needs to work. But you can overlay if you have the same in the same space of time, the same space of price. You can overlay whatever you want. That's how everything is getting drawn, right? I'm gonna keep foobar in here, so we can copy it later on. Wait. Man, I'm in this dilemma of how to render this study thing. I'm gonna open up TradingView and see how they do that. Where is foo? Because where is this thing? This should be chart container and not screen. Here, foo is this. Let me see how it's gonna behave. Wait, I'm gonna do something here. I can do this. Go, funk. Time. Sleep. Root containers. Add child foo. So there's gonna be, okay, we are in the chart here, and now I click a button, click the button, I click the button, I click the button. This pops up, you know? Right? And then we do the same thing. Anthony on t-shirt, things are getting serious. And then we do this. Actually, to be honest, we are in the same go funk, so it's fine. We sleep for 5 seconds, and we do root containers, remove child, foo. With capping up FPS help with wasn't performance with multiple windows open. No, you see this, the window is here, and then you could actually click it again, and then it will disappear. So that behavior works, right? The thing is, how can we undock? We need to do some investigations, right? So how can we undock the dock? Would capping FPS help? I'm gonna answer this question first. So the problem with WASM is that you need to be very, very, very careful on how you program certain pieces. This candle is disappeared. For example, the heat map is the biggest problem for WASM. Why? I will show you why. I will show you why. It's actually, the problem is this one. This piece. And I tried a lot of stuff. For GUIs, it's not. It actually, I need to optimize it for desktop as well. Because what we do is we basically allocate a bunch of vertices each fucking render update. That doesn't mean this does not render every single time. This renders only when we need to render zoom, pan, and a new tick. So that's fine. But the thing is that I can pre-allocate everything, but you need to understand that for a big heat map, you need to pre-allocate like a shit ton of these things. Actually, to be honest, we know the maximum vertices count. It's basically this loop, huh? And then appending everything Like, drawing itself is not a big of a deal. It's looping over all these levels. Allocating these things. These tags, that doesn't really matter because we don't render text all the time. What do you think about Fine.io? Fine.io will basically give you 20 FPS. Or 5. If you do with Fine.io what I do here, 20 FPS. 100%. Can Fine.io draw you vertices onto an off-screen buffer? Fine.io off-screen buffer draw triangles GPU. It can't. You're fucked. You need to understand that this heat map, right? Look, like this thing, huh? Look at this. This is max zoom out. Look at this. Now I'm actually scrolling on my PC. Why am I dragging? Because if I do not do anything, it's basically just a static image unless something new comes in. But if I basically, man, this is my auto function. If I zoom it completely out and I keep dragging, it's rendering. It's allocating all these indices. You know what I mean? To give you an idea, my frame doesn't drop. Right? Why is it doing this? Anyway, you cannot do that in Wasm. If you do that, if I compile this to Wasm, it's really, we can try. You can see. You can see what the problem is. You need to do more optimizations for the web, right? Look here. Localhost 8081. Oh man! I cannot type some letters blind. Like 80, 81. Okay, fine. Let me actually open up the 1 minute so it's gonna render everything. Oh yeah, this thing here. Let us go. It's go away fast. Yes, nice. So look, see my frame rate? It drops to 68 when I render the whole heat map. But this is an insane amount of blocks. So I can do some optimizations. For example, do LOD because you zoom completely out. It doesn't make any sense to have these price levels. You can merge them together. And then these levels also getting drawn, right? So if we zoom in, you see, this is also getting drawn, even though it's non-existing. So I can skip these out as well at a certain level. And if I then use a sync buffer pool, but I don't know how Wasm works with that. So what I would do is between these, yeah, I pressed escape. So what I would do, what I'm gonna try is instead of allocating this, every single render update is basically use a sync buffer pool, sync pool, like a sync dot pool, right? Dot pool, sync dot pool for both of these things, for these two. And this can be capped by max index count. Can I do this? Max index count. I can't even type anymore. Right? That's what we could do here, but that's not gonna work right now because we are pent. Right? There are a lot of optimizations I can do for the web, but I don't know how Wasm actually works. To be honest, actually, well, works. I don't know how Wasm converts these operations into its bytecode. Wait, let me actually. I thought there was some kind of debug thing. Yeah, I cannot click right. If you think, why don't you right click? No, I can't. You know, so I need to find it here. Well, how can I? This just renders continuously, right? It's not even paint flashing. It's just, you know. It's kind of fine, but press space. The moment you have this heat map on and you drag more, you see? Because you're re-rendering all these blocks, right? I also tried some other things like a shader, but that's like no. I also tried to basically encode, use one image and encode all these blocks in one single image and write the pixels. But it's not really drawing, that's the problem. Because this is like, I think, 7 or 12 draw calls maximum, the complete heat map, right? But there's a lot of blocks, there are 200k blocks. A full screen, or 200k rectangles, but in 12 draw calls, batched. I mean, that's normal, right? That's gonna lag a bit, I mean, but you can solve it if you fix. If somebody can fix, or somebody can give me ideas on how to WASM optimize on top of the things I already mentioned, these things, that would be cool. Can I see the memory usage when you zoom out? Why is this gone? I mean, this memory, but this memory never does something. It's like it's like I'm not doing anything. Is it even on the GPU? That's the question. But the thing is, you will never be at this zoom level, you know, because you're gonna have. Wait, where the fuck? The thing is also, if I query ranges and I cannot show it. Right, so this is basically what you have. This is cool, right? You see? But I'm still rendering way too much. Why do I miss a heat map? Oh yeah, that's because. It's okay-ish. But it's not the same as desktop. It needs to have more optimization. Isn't the overhead? There is overhead. Yeah, like I said, there is overhead. I think, to be honest, that if you really want to build this, that's why I don't know what it's doing here. Even if I put this outside and you sync pool, I have no clue how this compiles, because Go and WebAssembly, They put the runtime in. That's true. So it's the big. It's gonna have a bigger size than normal. That's a fact. Okay, cool. Whatever. But it's not having a good insight on how they handle their garbage collection and if a sync pool even gonna do something. That's the thing. Because I tested this and it's not drawing stuff. It's this. It's the loop. It's a big loop. Maybe I can change this data structure or do some kind of a binary search on the price levels and only... But I'm checking here, right? I'm checking skip out of bounds on the Y, on the price. But I can do a binary search here already. Here. I can perform a bin search here and only loop over X amount of levels. Pre-alloc. The problem is pre-alloc here. If you have small, you're still gonna have like 50 or 100 bars. So you still need to allocate 100 times unless you use a sync pool and reuse the buffer and clear it. Then you don't allocate anything, basically. Maybe I go into that rabbit hole. Maybe I don't. Now on desktop, perfectly fine. You know what I mean? On the web, it works pretty well. It's just like if you zoom completely out, you're gonna be scuffed. Probably if you have 20 of these windows open, it's gonna be doing things what the web does, right? Lagging. Desktop, which is basically don't have that problem, right? The desktop version, basically, you can do whatever. Yeah, this go routine is still. You can do whatever. You see, you can scroll and do and even drag the window. It's gonna keep the same. It's gonna do the same thing, right? It doesn't really matter. He doesn't care. Just need to make sure I draw this perfectly, right? It was a big adventure and still is gonna be one. So, but it's fun, right? Geoffrey, no. Wait, sir. Whatever you have done is available in the live streams. Yeah, there's only a subset, right? You can never replicate this. What's the stack? It's just Golang. Golang front end, Golang back end. That's the stack, brother. And I'm using a game engine, a bitten. This one. A bitten. I'm using this game engine. Oh man, I feel so bad for the people watching this, and they say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna use this game engine," and then they boot up this game engine, and the only thing they get is basically just a render function and an update function with screen pointer to an ebitten.image, and then it's like shit, and all the rest you need to do yourself. This is the most unpredictable stream in a while, but it's fine because it's too hard to think about this widget. What should I do, guys? What should I do if you were me? Should I commercialize it or something? Like even way more, or what should I do? Should I make it for the web? Or should I stay in desktop? What should I do? Yeah, Cosmic, that's true. I need to, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I had a lot of help for AI, but also a lot of Insights is that AI is basically not where we need to be, right? Because one, I'm writing in Go, and two, I'm writing it with a bit, and so they don't know what it is, right? AI, they don't have a lot of a bitten experience, so. But they helped me with some stuff. That's a fact. Far more competitors on the web, yeah. The thing is that, I mean, depends on where I want to focus on, right? Who is a competitor? You have Trading View is not really a competitor because that's pure technical analysis. You have Trading Lights. But they don't have server-side scripts. I am a CPP dev, new to Go. What open source project would you suggest to work on in order to deepen my understanding? Oh, I don't know. Just write some stuff, I would say, if you're a C++ dev. Go is easy. Right? It's all this B2B for people selling trading courses. A lot of those services prefer an in-house stack because it allows them to charge more. Smash God TV, you can sell it for me. You know, you sell for me, I give you percent. What do you think? Playlist, Artlist.io. And then EDM. EDM. There is Go Charting too. Yeah, but Go Charting. Let me see. Ah, this one. Okay, I thought Go Charting, like Go Charting. Like a trading lip or something. Trading with order flow. Let me go to... Please. Where can I... Ah, yeah. And they use their own charting as well. That's pretty nice as well, right? I already saw this. It was with this lippy thingy. But they don't have probably server-side scripts, huh? $1 million downloads. Is it me, or is basically like a Brave browser lagging on me last days? It's. But what is this? Is this actually like how much pricing? I use it many times. The plotting UI capabilities are insane. I see. Aha! Straddle options chain. Less options. And this is... Ah, but this is doing like... this is not crypto. But they should have it, right? They're cheap. No, but it's India, right? Ah, crypto forex. Currency premium. $17 per month. Built annually. Makes a lot of sense. Take based market and volume profile. Oh, they have 9k candles. Okay. Granularity in minutes. Hours, days, weeks, and months. Buy now. Nice. Their website is a bit... So that's what they do. They have the same thing, but they wanna... They do the same concept, but I want to do it... Well, everybody have the same concept with these things. It's gonna pop up in 5 seconds. Here. I mean, from charting, I think I'm pretty close, right? And how the chart behaves pretty good. It's already pretty... There are some diseases here and there, but it's starting to look very good. Very smooth. Zoom panning, all that stuff is working. And just need to find a way for this other widget, right? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Because wait, something I want to try is actually how can I redock this? That's undock. Something I want to do real quick to see if there is a way to do that. And otherwise, I'm gonna do remove child outside of this function, right? And then actually I'm gonna add this go func here, so we don't. Otherwise, I need to code in a button. I have no time, and I don't feel too good to code a fucking button. It's not like you do button. That's not how it is. And you need to align it. So we're gonna make a go func as our button here. After 5 seconds, we are going to... The goal is to undock foo. Put it in a window. Okay, I think we have something like app dot new window. That's my wrapper function. It takes in a widget closer. Foo is not a widget closer. Okay, we actually docked. You know what docking means? If two guys... I'm not gonna go into that, but if you know what docking means, let me know in the comments, or go to my Discord, poke me and say, yes, Anthony, I know what docking means, you dirty little bitch. Docked, right? And that, not the undock. Oh my goodness. Now we need a rect. Is this a widget closer? That's crazy. How are you doing? I have a question. Have you ever worked with fine? No, stop using fine. No, I don't know. I don't know what fine is, guys. I have no clue what it is. I don't use these tools that are basically Electron. Fuck that. I don't use this shit. Why are you using VS Code again? I don't know. Because I like it. Guys, if you are interested, like I said, if you want to learn this, but you need to be at least decent. You can find the link in the description. Do not do this if you can't code. Or you want to trade and you want to pre-buy this already for the rest of your life, you can also check the link in the description. But don't think that if you buy it, you're going to be a top coder. You need to understand and you need to read to the source code and follow a couple of videos for the big concepts that I'm making whenever I implement big changes, you know? Something was wrong with Z. No, Z is fine. The problem with Z is that I'm gonna be honest, like it's this window that pops up from time. I don't know. I'm used to VS Code. I think I use set sometime. I think it's open. Oh no, it's not. I use set from time to time as well. Doesn't really matter. Whatever if you think set is good, use set. Okay, we need a rect, and this rectangle. I think I have an app get widget rect, and we can do normal also. Actually, to be honest, large. Which is stupid code. Ah, this is not a widget closer, but wait. Look at me navigating to the spaces of time. Is it gonna undock this? Wait, I need to add it, right? Wait, look this. I'm a specialist in UIs now. I'm the specialist. So this is gonna be a window. Windows. We Windows. And then I'm gonna say app UI. Add window. Win. And then it's gonna be and then we do this. Wait. And then we do root container. Delete child. Remove child. Full. Actually, let's do this first and then add it to the thing. What does it return here? Completely nothing. GG, well played. Let me see what's going to happen after 5 seconds. We could have a no point of the reference or a PC explodes. Shit. Why is this weird? Wait. Wait, what's going on here? Why are we... Wait, just a second. What happened with our chart, man? What did we do? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. But still. Still gonna give us some problems. Okay, so now undock. Look at that! I'm a genius! I'm the genius, man! These things make me so happy. They're like stupid, but I like it. These little things, like I have an idea, which is actually it's not a big of a deal. This is not like Superman, but it's just... And it works exactly the way you had in mind. That's what I love about programming. And nobody's going to take that away from me, you know what I mean? Try to do that in Rust. You can't, because it's completely unsafe. Yes. If you know what you're doing, this is fine. But Rust will never let you do that because it's unsafe as fuck. But it doesn't really matter. Like, it's the same thing. It's like going with your skateboard downhill at 150 miles an hour without any safeguards is unsafe. That does not mean you're gonna die. Probably you will. Or at least almost. But only the good ones, they will survive. You know? And then you have Rust, which basically puts you instead of your skateboard into some kind of a handicapped wheelchair, and you just roll under supervision of 20 supervisors. That's what basically Rust is, right? You will get there, but how? In a wheelchair, you know? Anyway, that worked. Yeah, but the problem with Fine is you don't have access to GPU buffers. Right? Again, if you're drawing a simple application like Hello, like a Hello World, like everything on YouTube, then it's fine. Right? But if you're drawing like an insane amount of blocks on the screen and things, and you need to draw things with the GPU into off-screen buffers, controlled by you, memory managed by you, instead of calling a simple function that will do that for you, that's not gonna work, you know? So we can undock. That's cool. This basically means that we can do something like... We should actually remove the container then. So we could have this widget, right? And then... You get the point, right? You have a button, you click it, it undocks, and you can drag it around. Let us do it again. We put it at the wrong place. You see, that's why it's unsafe. This feels fishy. Before I'm gonna read this, I think we had lucky. You see? That's why it's unsafe, I told you. Super unsafe. But now we are missing, and that's where the problem starts if you start undocking this. Now you're missing this bar. You know? It misses everything. This should pan at the same time. Maybe you can, if you scroll here, it should scroll with. I don't know how it needs to behave, to be honest. I should keep it simple. The thing is, what's the problem with this? Let me try it again until we have this problem again. Damn. Wait, let me just find it, I mean. Oh no. Layer. To be honest, this bitten UI thing it's pretty advanced. This is actually well written library. Sometimes I just read what they do and it's pretty. And I didn't know they had layers. It's actually advanced. I don't understand. There are so many good projects and you guys, I mean, what the fuck are you doing? And you're reading books from the biggest idiots in the world. I mean, read code. Give me some good ideas. Sometimes the way, if you're coding at by yourself, sometimes you miss like other angles. And by reading these things, you can see like these patterns they use for certain kind of things. And that's nice. Ah, that's what that, yeah. Hey, wait, these image points has functions on it. That's crazy. What does it has? That's beautiful. I didn't know that. Are you getting the data live? Yes. Is Hollywood better? Easier way to go routines and mutex? No. Learn go routines and mutex first. Because otherwise, you're not gonna have a good idea why you need to use it. Right? Before, it's so important. Before you, in my opinion, it's super. Before you wear a helmet, you need to be basically broken your fucking nose by falling out of your bicycle, or bump your head on the ground, so you know why. That's how I do it with my children. I don't say, hey, watch out for that tree. No. I think by myself, haha, he's gonna run right into this tree and it's gonna hurt so fucking badly. And then it's bam. Ah, yeah. Hey. Next time, he's not gonna do that anymore, you know? That's how you need to learn it. Right? So it's the same. It's the same thing. Like the best way, that's what I did, is to learn a dog to not pee at home, inside of the home, like these puppies, is to wait until he tries to do it at home. Because people are basically, you can do two things. You can put it in the yard and wait for and wait until he does it or something. And then you cannot be, it's better to basically, sometimes it's better, I'm not saying, I'm not a dog specialist, but sometimes it's better to let him make the mistake so you can instantly corrigate it so he knows he does something wrong. I don't know. That's how I do it always. Watching until he pees, and then BAM! Smack him. Now, put him outside at the correct place, you know what I mean? But you get the point, right? And that's the same thing with programming. Before you use Rust, you should first have some big problems so you understand why. The same thing with Hollywood. Why do we need actors to solve problems with go routines, mutexes, and locks, and throttling, and bottlenecks? You know, is it API free? Yes. It's all free, man. It's a free world. So why is this layer thing? So why do we have that? It's like a race condition or something? But we are doing things we actually never do what I do right now. It's just a go fun to test stuff out, right? Now, actually, I'm thinking if we could do this, why can't we render this not this just static And then have this button here, like a undock button, and then you have this. Because what's annoying is that this thing drags your window. The problem is that sometimes if you're scrolling here, right, and then you're crossing this border, you see, it's like, you know what I mean? It's just annoying, right? Maybe you don't want to undock it, and then now you need to put it in position, and I don't have a layout system yet. Ashton, shut up, man, with your questions. God fucking damn it. Do you use a button? Yes. It's out from the exchange. Yeah. What I'm also gonna do is render the volumes inside of these in these bars here. Now it's of course from the thingy, but it looks good. But only when we zoomed in. So boom. See? Like this. My auto button is gone, man. Fuck. I need to bring that back. Holy shit. What the hell's on here? Okay. What do you think, guys? Good progress, isn't it? A lot of stuff to think about, especially this widget thing. Maybe I'm gonna keep it simple and just render it below the chart and call it a fucking day. And if you wanna undock it, you need to just make another widget and then render liquidations like this, like boom, and then you have something like that. You know what I mean? Not tied to a chart or something. I don't know. We will see. We will see, guys. All right. Like I said, join the Discord if you want. We can talk about that. We talk about other things as well. Doesn't really matter. If you want to share nudes, perfectly fine. So yeah, thank you for everything. That was super cool. An unproductive stream. I will think about a little bit more. So we can do some coding action next stream. It was a little bit more yapping. But I cannot think deeply and stream at the same time. I just need to have something that's easy on stream so I can just brainlessly type code, you know. And most of the time it's not always that case, right? So check the link in the description if you're interested. And anyways, have a nice day. Peace and love.